What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. Hope all of you are having an excellent day today. Hope that everything life has in store for you is being given to you. Or at least you're earning it, one way or the other. If you're not familiar with the den is a very peculiar show. Some people may not know that you can search high and low and you'll never find a better show. Say, why? You conceited little prick. I say, no, it's not it. It's because of you wonderful people that come and watch the show every evening, Sunday to Friday, and just join in the conversation and the discussions and the various things that we speak about and random topics that we engage in. I appreciate all of you. Tonight, I won't say that it doesn't have any rhyme or reason. It does. We'll get to it. But I'm just trying to keep it cool. I was trying to keep it cool yesterday. Got a little, I won't say intense, but it was some very interesting things. I'm not going to take anything too serious. After the stream tonight, I plan on doing a bunch of renovating to some things and engaging in more entertaining events from this day forward. I'm your host, Ed Honcho. If you don't know, Den Show, discussing everything naturally, discussing everyday news, or discussing edible nuggets. I think we did nuggets before. Discussing eating. What's that shit called? I can't even think. No, that's not it. I don't know. Something. I'll try to come up with it on the fly. I got nothing for you tonight. All right. So, let's see who we have joining us tonight. Let's have a great conversation. Let's just do the things we always do. I look forward to chopping up with you. I see the lovely Miss K. Grace first, holding it down. Miss Bell, Northern style. I challenge you. Call in live while drinking a cup of Southern style sweet tea. You might get hyper like a kid. Adam Gontier. What's the motherfucking deal? Broderick, Barbecue Bathing Brooks. Not even close to first. Man Cave Sports TV. What's the motherfucking deal? I gotta get my Mortal Kombat skills. Something like yours. I ain't been on the game in a minute. I need to get back on it. I ain't played. I don't think since the last time we played Dead by Daylight. I think that's the last time I've been on the game. So I think I might need to get back on. I ain't been on Twitch in a minute. My goofy self, I made not a partner, but a Twitch affiliate, and then just stopped getting on there, which is goofy. So I'm gonna start getting back on the Twitch. John, my favorite New Yorker. What's the motherfucking deal? How you doing this evening, sir? Maria G. The real Maria G? I don't know who Gabby is, right? I don't know who Brian is. I don't know who these people are, right? So I know the thing for views would be to ride the wave. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, just enjoying the last of my birthday. Don't even want to be too serious about it. So it's very unfortunate, what's happened with that young lady. My condolences to her family. I don't know who Brian is, but if he's got something to do with it, hopefully he is apprehended and dealt with accordingly. And, that things are handled in the right way. Bilderberg. But you see how these kids I like these kids, man. You got the Make America Great Again hat, the Trump hat. You got the I'll Be Back. I don't know what this kid has on his shirt. I need to put my glasses up if I can tell. Got another one here. So yeah, I find this, he didn't want to sniff any of these kids. Mike Schomer, what's the motherfucking deal? Appreciate it. Man Cave, thank you, sir. Delta Echo Golf. What do you mean not again? Not again. Not again. Appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate it. Miss Bell, Northern style. So, what what I was sitting here thinking about was how terrible of a person Maria is. She comes in here, she abuses me verbally, insults all the den folk. She's a bully. She's a real bully. I can't believe it. We need to talk about this. But like I said, Aaron Rodgers out here looking like this ain't the sauce, nigga. I know your face is covered in barbecue sauce, but this ain't the sauce. Okay. Look, that's what happens when you cater to the quarterback. That's why we ain't listening to number 4. Yeah, he listens to number 12, divide that by 3. How many times he not got us to the AFC championship? I don't even know what that math means. It makes no sense. But anyway, so let's talk about it. Let's get it cracking, right? So I got some vidges. Like I said, just lighthearted evening. I don't know if it's lighthearted. Is it ever really just lighthearted in the den? And I want to say, man, thank you all. Last night was excellent, amazing, unexpected, and you're a Patreon bully. I think you sent me a message on Patreon that called me a punk. I believe I did. It might have been you. I don't know. I sincerely appreciate it. I really, really do. Shock Milk, thank you so much. Just man, I don't know. Marie, I just be saying shit. Don't listen to me. I just be saying random things to rile people up. I'll be them's his jokes. Man, speaking of them's his jokes, I was fooling y'all. This doesn't have anything to do with that guy. AJ Johnson, I believe his name is. I don't know if it's a hoax. I don't know if it was real. Some people are saying it was a hoax. Some people are saying it was an actual thing. The internet will kill you. The internet will just kill you. Somebody will decide, like somebody will wake up one day and just say, this celebrity's dead. Right? And they'll just, I don't really drink. Like, I'm just not a beverage sipper, The lovely Miss Sarah Lou. I get all bright and blushy. I don't really drink though. Like it's not my cup of tea, right? Like even when other options are available, it's just drinking because it's like because you can drink to a point where you get all like wasted and you gotta like recover, right? Now even when I was into my shenanigans, I always preferred like partaking in the herbal remedies because if it just something happens, like you'll snap out of it. I don't care what I say, oh, you be on. No, you can jump back to if the situation is serious enough. But if you drunk, your ass is drunk. There's no snapping out the drunk. You gonna be drunk till that shit wear off. Thank you, Joe S. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's that's what I'm saying. I believe it was AJ Johnson was his name in real life, and that's why I said I didn't know. Because I saw somebody saying, this cap. I saw somebody saying it was real. I'm not sure what from. I didn't dive into it. That's unfortunate, man. It really is. Text message or what? But like I said, so, condolences. Like I said, it's just crazy when you see these people, especially some of us who may have been younger when these people had more popularity, like when Pop passed and things. I wouldn't say he's just like he was doing the most. I don't know what all he had going on before he passed, but like I think of him from like the Wayans brothers, and I think of him from, of course, the Friday series, things of that nature. And those were things that took place more in my childhood. And so I think people correlate that with, oh, fuck it, we're getting old, right? But we all clock out one day. Sean A., thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so those are unfortunate events, man. Like you hate to see it happen. But we all clock out one day. And it kind of ties in, I guess, with the topic, because I said that, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you're just inundated. You're just overwhelmed with information from all kind of places. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it's irrelevant, some of it's not even true, right? Oh, what do we got going on? Okay, I think we bounced back. It looked like it was janking up on me for a second. Hold on. What we got going on? Okay. And so Heidi's a birthday stealer. And so you wonder, right? Like, how do you deal with that? I kind of have my own thoughts on that, but I want to know how y'all do it. That's going to kind of be the topic once we get to some of these crazy videos. Like, how do you deal with those things? Do you ignore it? Does it distract you? You know? But before we do all that, let's see what kind of craziness I got. Oh, I gotta go with this one for just because this thumbnail stood out to me. Let's go. Nothing else. Oh, that wouldn't be. They better not. There's some little sketchy characters I seen today, and it's like, I don't know, man. Niggas be on some other shit. Niggas just be openly talking about certain weird shit, like in public venues. Like, why? There's like certain things that you just probably shouldn't be talking. You already look sketchy as fuck. You know, you already like fitting the stereotype. And so, like I say, when I see certain motherfuckers, I get into a certain mind frame, right? Because it'd be those type of characters that cause certain situations, so you got to be ready for that type of thing. And so, the motherfuckers might be in this, they might just be some old lookalikes, but you got to handle them accordingly. That's the way if you look the part, well, I'm going to play the part. That's kind of how I feel. But let's get into it. This looks wacky. I don't know what's going on, but this looks like some shit that I'm going to regret watching. But let's find out now.
Someone shared with me some gender neutral replacements for Yes, Queen. And I want.
Why is this bitch mouth so fucking big? Wow, what that mouth do though? Might be able to do some magic. But anyway, let me get back to mine.
To share them with you. Get it, Your Majesty! Go off, Your Eminence! Send it, Your Highness! Pop off, my liege! Pop off! Snap, Your Excellence! Go ahead, fuck 'em up, my grace! Which one's your favorite?
Social media is a terrible thing. Terrible, horrible, just awful thing. I know I'll be saying I'm for freedom of speech and all that other stuff. I'm not. Everybody shouldn't have a say so. Everybody should not be allowed to express their thoughts to other people. Like, certain people should. Like, the wrong people get shadow banned. That's what's happening. Like, the people who need to be shadow banned, like the bullshit that needs to be shadow banned, doesn't get shadow banned. See, the reason why we're never going to make it to that futuristic utopia that we like see in all them old movies and shit, because shit like that going viral or some shit, and people like doing it. People out here flossing and doing shit like that. That's more. Maintains people's interest more than, I don't know, anything else. Weird shit like that. We only got so much longer before it's all over. I'm just, this shit, right? This is terrible. That mouth was big, though. Everything else was terrible. But hey, that's why you close your eyes. Anyway, doodle-doo.
This is an easy one. If you espouse to the idea that Jesus was born of a virgin birth, then Jesus could not have had male chromosomes. Therefore, Jesus had only female chromosomes and presented as masculine. So, Jesus was non-binary. And in terms of male and female, in the Hebrew, the word that was used for "and" describes a spectrum. Male and female and everything in between. Man and woman is a biological concept. Science currently identifies 13 combinations and permutations of XY chromosomes. Masculine and feminine is a sociological construct that is dependent upon the society with which you are talking about.
You weren't even born a man, so shut the fuck up. You weren't even born. As soon as I heard your fucking leprechaun voice, yeah, you after me pot of gold. And he didn't really have the accent quite so much, but I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker just said. Motherfucker just said a bunch of words. Yeah, it's presenting. What are you giving out an award? What are you talking about? Like, is this the fucking Grammys, the Emmys or something? What are you presenting? Who's getting their fucking awards around here? Terrible stuff. Oh, this is a culmination of Western civilization. Shout out Dan the motherfucking man. 17 in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Nah. He doesn't like peanut butter. I bought him a fucking ham bone today. That motherfucker went nuts. They got these little fucking things. Scotty's a weirdo. They got these fucking little things that come in like little 2-packs. They're like ham bone things, right? He's a piece of shit, but I'm like, fuck it. I get him some to buy him some more dog food. And like, the only time Scotty really fucks with me is if I come in the house and I have a bag, because he assumes that there's something in the bag for him. 92% of the time he is incorrect, but he's still going to check. And because usually something's going to fall out the bag, or usually there's food in the bag, somebody's going to at least give it to him at some point. And he's had these little bones before, but once he like knew that they were there, this motherfucker got to dancing and following me and doing all kind of weird shit. So I purposely delayed giving it to him just to torture him for a while. And came barging in the room and shit, scratching at the door. He does not fuck with me like that. But if he knows I have something that he wants, then he'll fucking harass me. He's a harasser. Heidi, birthday stealer, and just like a German. Just want to invade people's birthdays, huh? Let's see. Doug. Brian from Family Guy. Just saying some shit. It's a dog, so you have no soul. It says, we're not going to make it, are we? People, I mean, it's in your nature to destroy yourself. Terminator 2, Jesus, that one problem. Man, I'm not a movie buff, movie file, but that sounds about right. Like, we're not. I was listening to a thing. I don't know how many of you guys. There's some other podcasts. I appreciate the super chat love. Shout out to Dan, the motherfucking man with the plan. There's different podcasts I listen to, usually about people who are making innovations in some aspect of medicine or science or business or something. Just, I guess, what's up to date or what people are trying to, I guess, make more modern. And well, I forgot the name of the damn book. But yeah, they were just basically talking about how we're not going to make it. Saying, the hunter-gatherer living in the modern age, something, the 21st century or something like that. And just talking about basically how we're not going to make it because the way we live, the way we believe, the way we think, all the things that we do is ultimately not sustainable. This inundate, right? But you got a lot of people wanting to assume power, have say-so, but don't want to do anything for it, that don't want to contribute anything to society, but a bunch of malarkey. They just want to be able to criticize nature and then make you feel like you need to go along with those beliefs for whatever reason. You say 90% of the time, right? Those 2% of the time, you forgot. No, it wasn't that. It's not that. It's something along the title. It's something like, it's something about the hunter-gatherer in the 21st century, something like that. But it just talks about how we're doomed. So there's that. But I didn't read the book. I was listening to the it's two authors actually, a man and a woman. Yes, fellas, women, ladies can write books. They got rights now, so don't you even start with all that stuff about reading. I think we watched that yesterday. That was the crazy gay dude and the lesbian Lyft driver. That didn't turn out well for anybody. Oh, speaking of Ezel, man. Speaking of Ezel, speaking of Friday, this is funny. This was kind of funny to me.
She got a collar shirt on and everything. The director about to walk off like that. Look. I don't want to walk off like that. She got a collar shirt on and everything. The director about to walk off like that. Look. I don't want to walk off like that.
That's fucked up, right? It's like they did that girl deliberately like that. Hurrah, what's the motherfucking deal? Only 5 likes. Terrible. The liking of this channel, I don't know. I'm gonna have to hit my own like button. I have to like myself. I'm gonna have to start practicing channel self-esteem. Or he literally died in the hood? Damn, that's fucked up. Yeah. That's crazy. They put it on the internet too? Oh, okay. No, that's fucked up though. They got this little girl out there looking like Felicia. She, man, I don't want to walk away like that.
She got a collar shirt on and everything. The director about to walk off like that. Look. I don't want to walk off like that.
That's fucked up. Poor kid gonna be traumatized. Yeah, hey, mama, you look like Felicia. My mama say, you say bye, Felicia, when I see you. Oh, terrible. I don't want to walk off like that. Let's get this thing out of here. This is interesting. I was thinking about whenever I do get rid of my dreads, maybe going with this hairstyle.
A trans-vaccinated person.
A trans-vaccinated person, it's someone who was born into the wrong body. I was born into a non-vaccinated person body, and I knew at a very young age that I was meant to be a vaccinated person. So now I identify as a vaccinated person, and my preferred pronouns are vax and V.
How do you become a trans-vaccinated person?
So you don't have to go through any hormone treatments or hormone blockers, and you don't even have to take the vaccines or any booster shots. Just like how transsexuals can transform, all you have to do is change your status on your government documentations. Just like how you can change your gender for your birth certificate or your driver license, you can also change your status for your vaccine passport.
Why did you become a trans-vaccinated person?
I wanted to be able to go to restaurants, go to movies, go to bars, just like everyone else. And the Democrats has done a very great job in providing a safe space for people who are vaccinated. Just like what they did back in the days with like a color restroom and a non-color restroom, or like the restaurant for color people and restaurant for non-color people, or the bus for color people and bus for non-color people. They separated people by color, and just like now, they're separating people by your vaccine passport status. Also, just like the 1940s Germany, when everyone had a identification card and all the Jews had a J, literally a J, written on their identification card, and they were denied with any type of service.
What is your message to all the unvaccinated people?
I know I'm not alone out there. I know a lot of people feel like me, and I just want to tell you guys that it is never too late to come out of your big closet, and you can embrace who you are. If you feel like you have been born into the wrong body, you can always identify as a trans-vaccinated person. And this community is all about pride. That's what a trans-vaccinated... Damn.
That was very incoherent. You can edit this? Or
Yeah, I'm going to edit all of it. I'm going to try to piece it together. Alright, that's it.
Hey, I'm with it, bro. I'm with Chinese Chad over here. I mean, that's the direction I'm going. I'm coming out the vax closet. What do they keep them? They keep them like a fridge or something. I'm coming out the fridge. Coming out the vax fridge, bro. Identify. This is great. I thought it was gonna be something super crazy. I am with this. This whole thing. Yeah, this is homovax. They should be thinking with their whole brain. That's funny. Oh, no, that's terrible. Oh, good grief. I'm with it. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with this, man. What if that was Chicago Mike? How funny would that be? That would be hilarious. This is Chicago Mike, and I approve this message. So there's somebody who might not necessarily agree with Chinese Chad's message. Apparently this was recorded in a classroom somewhere.
My grandparents, they knew a lot of people with polio. But you know what got rid of polio? Eradicated it from being a serious problem in this country? A vaccine. Now I know that some, Karen sitting on her toilet doing research on Facebook has tremendous insight.
I got that from a meme. What a loser.
On the industry of vaccines. Now I know we should probably listen to Karen more than we listen to the CDC. No, I actually don't agree with that. What am I talking about?
I think you should listen to the CDC. I think you should read the CDC website often because it changes often. I think you should be up to date with all of the information that they post, that they share. I think you should decipher the information for yourself and not let celebrities or beef with you. I won't listen to Karen, but I'll listen to fucking Ariana Grande or something, right? But whatever, bro. I encourage people to read the CDC's website. I'm like, you should definitely do it. Then think about what you're saying and then figure out how you're gonna twist that into some more bullshit. Anywho, I know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna save the best for last. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with that. Chinese Chad, you gotta go on the folder. Let's get a little niggatry in. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't do nothing for free. You gotta pay for this shit. They tried to keep me from greatness.
Let me be honest, bro. Okay, how cool he is. Nigga, you gotta put a shirt on if you're gonna call me, though. I mean, that's just some weird shit. I don't care when you came hooping. I don't get you have to put a shirt on. That shit's just weird.
Away from that shit. They tried to fuck with my brother.
Oh, the tire came off. I think. Oh, something broke. Damn.
Waiting for power.
Bro, get out. Just chill. I got it on camera. I know, but I got all this shit on camera, cuz. I got that shit on Snap, cuz. Bro.
I don't know what the fuck just appreciates love, Sarah Lou. Duck Otis. They shooting. Made you look like, yeah, like, so with all that going on, you didn't think to try to like stop the vehicle prior to the nonsense before it got worse? Like you just kept flipping? I don't do nothing for free. Apparently that means rotate tires. Fix vehicles, anything of that nature. That's terrible. That is a bad. Yeah, he was extremely happy. Like that it's more important that he got that on camera than the safety or anything. Like even if they'd gotten into a bad accident, as long as the phone was okay and he was able to share that later once they got out the hospital, he'd have been more than happy about the outcome of that situation. I don't know what this is about. Find out. He says he hates us all. We shouldn't have been right dirty.
This is going to be a friends only video because, frankly, I'm just sick of everyone's shit. Don't want to deal with it.
I just left the pediatrician's office with my little girl. You guys, when I say this is unbelievable, I mean it's unfucking.
I'm going to be honest. It's probably going to be pretty believable, and it's probably going to be not that dramatic. Over here, just get my phone charger, making noises and stuff. All right, let's see how believable this is.
Unbelievable. The shit that people are getting away with. So the pediatrician asks if me or my husband are going to get vaccinated against COVID-19. And I told her no. And she says, not at all, not planning on it. No, we're not doing it. She said, well, unfortunately, you can no longer have your kids as patients here. You need to find a new doctor.
Wow.
And this has been my kid's doctor for the last 9 years. And just like that, we're cutting ties. Getting real fucking tired of this fight. I really am. But gotta keep doing it.
That's crazy. It's believable, though. I told you it was going to be believable.
This is going to be a friends-only video because, frankly, I'm just sick of everyone's shit. Don't want to deal with it. I just left the pediatrician's office with my little girl. You guys, when I say this is unbelievable, I mean it's unfucking believable. The shit that people are getting away with. So the pediatrician asks if me or my husband are going to get vaccinated against COVID-19. And I told her no. And she says, not at all, not planning on it. No, we're not doing it. She said, well, unfortunately, you can no longer have your kids as patients here. You need to find a new doctor. And this has been my kid's doctor for the last 9 years. And just like that, we're cutting ties. Getting real fucking tired of this fight. I really.
Like, these doctors need to be put on the list. Like, see, this is the problem people have. Like, you're not fighting back properly. Like, if people want to sit here and say, put all the unvaccinated people on the list, these doctors, start naming these fucking doctors who won't see you, because eventually, it's just things are gonna change up, right? Eventually, things are gonna change. I'm not saying they're gonna go back to normal. You got enough people who are brainwashed and bought into whatever. Excuse me. But things are gonna start happening, and things are going to change eventually. And you gotta realize, hey, you only deal with those patients, and those patients are going to have certain problems that other patients are not going to have. And you know what? Tell new folks, hey, don't take your kids here. We'll support the doctors who are actually doing their thing. We'll keep those doctors, fully staffed and whatever else you want to call it, full of patients and things. You got to just do the same thing. You just got to say, you know what? It's unfortunate. Milk. It does a body good. Let's see. Oh, this crazy nigga's in a car. This looks like a crazy woman. Let's find out.
When diet culture or personal trainers say, take progress photos to stay on track, what they're actually doing is perpetuating the lie that us humans are healthier when we are smaller, which is simply not true. These transformation photos also demonize the before photo as someone that is not good enough just as they are. What does this content say about somebody that looks like the before photo? It says you are not good enough as you are, and I had to go to extreme lengths to not look like you, and I'm being celebrated for that. Piggybacking onto fat phobia and body shaming. This content also regularly focuses around women, that a woman's primary focus in life should be to take up as little space as possible, masked as determination or discipline. Lastly, these photos belittle exercise simply down to a weight loss tool, but it is so much more than that.
Shut the fuck up. You say your brother got out of prison the same day your son graduated from the police academy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, absolutely go to the academy graduation. Absolutely. I'm going to be honest. Her last, if she's like I don't know what she is. She's supposed to be some type of fitness trainer or something. Because one, she's not that big. So to be taking up this cause is kind of weird. But it looks like somebody punched her in the snaz. And she ain't recovered since. I'll tell y'all, like, somehow, two things, right? I don't know how I got lost into this world of Instagram, right? Oh, actually, I think one thing actually led to the other. So somehow I would always get these Transformation Tuesdays, like recommendations, I think on the Explore page. And I thought they were interesting. I'm like, wow, that's cool. That's commendable. Like 500 pounds, now I weigh 175. I worked really hard. They're proud of that because it's a lot of work to do. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy to lose and to maintain just, so much. You know who's the most happy about that shit? The people who lost the weight. The people who actually went through the work, the extreme shit. You know what they generally tend to say? How much better they feel about themselves, how much more energy they have. They try to motivate others to do the same thing because they went through the hard work. It's not like they want to torture other people. They realize the benefits that are on the other side of being in better shape. They realize the benefits, the quality of life that's on the other side. These things are not natural. What was it they said? I think the Apaches used to walk like 70 miles a day. Like those nomadic tribes and things. Like, that sounds crazy. Like, how? Right? Like, how? It was either 70 or 17. Might have been one of the, it might have been 17. 70 sounds like a lot. But they had the ability to do so with everything that they carried and everything. Something like that. It was like they were able to really move it, right? And so you'd have to be in a certain level of shape to do that, right? You'd have to be, all right, man, okay, that's a bet. What is going on? I just turned and I see there is nothing but blanked out people. That is wild. Everybody but the mom's been blanked out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But again, she looks like one of them. What cartoon character does she look like? She looks like somebody. That's funny. You finessed yourself. Terrible. I can see it because I got the other chat thingy open. So I got like two chat. I got the bot chat because the bot has everything. Even if you like delete it, it saves the message. So I know y'all say that. But here's the thing. But here's the thing, right? It's not even that being thin is healthy, right? It tends to be like if you're big and in a certain condition, like you're abnormally big, and you lose that, your quality of life is going to improve significantly, period. You're not going to pay as much for clothing because, once this shit hit 2 and 3x, then clothes prices go up, right? If you're an avid traveler, you know what I mean? People get mad with the seats or something. Well, the planes have to fucking make money. Get your private flight or something. Like, you can't make the seats all adequate or all, able to fit 500-pound people comfortably. Then planes don't make any profit. So you got to pay for 2 seats. You're mad about it. You can't sit on most toilets and things like when you're just a certain, I'm not saying everybody's 500, but it's just certain things that you're uncomfortable in everyday life. Right? Riding a vehicle, sitting in public transportation, whatever you may or may be doing, like wherever you go, like motherfucker, you can't. I was pissed off earlier, right? I went to go to the HEB to be fat and almost got ran over by the fat lady on the damn scooter, right? Those scooters are for people who are injured, hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't walk around the grocery store, the Walmart, the HEB, the Kroger, the Randalls, to buy the food that you want to continue to consume, there might be an issue there, right? There might be a problem. And the problem isn't society, right? Because that means if you actually had to hunt for your own food, if you actually had to get out and grow your own food, you wouldn't be able to. You can't walk around the grocery store for 15 to 20 minutes. You got to get on a fucking cart and damn near run people over. That's a fucking problem. That's a health concern. You can't tell me, oh, well, she's all right the way she... No, the fuck she's not. He's all right. No, the fuck she's not. You can't walk 15 minutes. We live in societies where some of us are stacked on top of each other. If you don't live in a house, you live in an apartment complex, you're going to pay more for that first floor apartment than you are for the third floor, right? And you can't walk up to the third floor because you're too big. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying take this from a fat person. I'm keeping my fat credit as long as I can. Like, the quality of life is worse because human beings were not designed to look like that. Not at all. That's why the muscles show when you slim down and you tone up. You know what I mean? Like, that's why this talk that she's having, it's crazy. Like, we've gotten to the point where you're fine just with complacency is not a good thing. Complacency is where you go to die. You know what I mean? Once you say, I don't need to work for this, that, I don't need to work to be a better human being, I don't need to work to be in better shape, like, you start dying. You start losing. If you're not growing, if you're not gaining, and you're not maintaining, you're deteriorating. Period. If you're elderly people, I give elderly people a pass. Nah, it depends. You could be elderly and way too big too. It could be like a bad combination. You definitely, if you're too big and you're too elderly, then your bones will be out of there. You know, all the other shit going down. But like I said, it's just, you got to think about it. Like, and like I said, I don't ever talk down on anybody who's working to lose weight. Like, if I see a big person in the gym, salute to them because I know they big, putting in the work. On the track, putting in the work. But like I said, if you go to the fucking grocery store and the first thing you do is hop your ass on one of them fucking carts, like, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. That's like, what other people who are really injured? What about, I seen a fucking couple, too, fucking huge, it was some months ago, maybe about a year ago. I think I told y'all about it. And it was crazy because I seen one on one aisle, one on the other. And then as I'm crossing the different aisle, and I came back out, I was going to the produce section. I see these motherfuckers meet up on the side of the aisle, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are together. These two fucks are taking up fucking carts that somebody else could use. There's a limited amount of little go-kart things. You wasting all the little juice, then they gotta go get recharged. Leave them out in the parking lot for somebody else to deal with. People don't put their carts up for terrible people too. And so, y'all are riding around the store. Y'all don't see that as an issue. Y'all both got a fucking problem. Y'all get. Let's be honest. Okay, but now y'all finna make me go on a tangent. Y'all make me say bad things, right? And it's generally a woman thing. We say that like she's talking about, oh, it's mainly women. We catering. Okay, fine, cool, right? Love me as I am. Big is beautiful. But when big boy come around, no, big girls don't ever want big dudes. They're not ever saying, oh, I want me a big man. Big girls never want big dudes, but want to be wanted by men who are in shape or fit. That's a real man. Oh, the man who actually put in work to be able to lift 300-400 pounds to carry a big motherfucker across the threshold. That's a real man that put in the work, but not, you get no credit for being a slim woman who's taking care of herself or whatever. Oh, she too skinny. Why do people get that privilege to talk down on skinny people, right? Just accept yourself as you are, the bad decisions and all. I accept what I'm bigger than I need to be. I accept it because I made these bad choices. Nobody has ever eaten on accident. Nobody. It's never happened in the history. Oh, I tripped and I fell on the table. Oh, take the turkey. It's never happened, right? So if you're big, it's your fault. Own that shit and then realize you got yourself there, you can get yourself out of that. If you want to be there, accept it. It's cool. You know, if you're accepting it, dismiss everything I said. You like, fuck that nigga. I'm gonna go ride this cart for 30 minutes. And then what happened? You motherfucker been in the store for a long time. You got a lot of groceries, right? The cart down, yeah, and you got to get up and walk. Like, but again, when I say with the big women too, accept me as a big is beautiful. All that's fine. You know, put on your little weight. You got some extra titty, some extra stuff. But say big man and big woman get together. Get to humping and sweating, all out of breath and shit. The intercourse is not as pleasurable. You gotta dig and lift and stack and fold and flip. You're not getting into all the various positions and things. You're not getting, so it's a quality of life issue. Because you can be skinny and have like fucking AIDS and other diseases that are deteriorating your body. I guess I can't say that because you know what they did to the baby. All right. I'll be out there eating wee-wee in the parking lot. So So no, the size does not correlate with health, but it's about quality of life. And if you continue to have you continue to be bigger, you're less likely to be exercising, you're less likely to be discerning about the things you consume, and more likely to have health problems in the near future. So that's my whole premise about it, right? Again, saying this from a motherfucker who's fat. I got fat privilege, so I can talk about fat people and, fat shaming things. But I love everybody. I'm just being honest about it. And, if you disagree, I'm going to read the chat in a second. And I'm going to argue some more. I'm going to play this video again. Let's see. Sometimes I forget if I'm really working hard to go 2 days without eating. It's not in your repertoire. Well, who talks down to you also? Well, that's a different talking down. Right? Okay. You got to go get a Mexican butt lift. I love you, but we're going to have to do something about that thing. Exactly. Have you ever seen a morbidly obese elderly person? Yeah, it's not good. It's not. Big hot girl summer. They're going to be like them people on that thing, Man Up post the other day talking about the coochie stink. It's hot outside and they coochie stink. That's terrible. Man Up did a drive-by on everybody before he left. Josh Roscoe, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, when you get timed out, you get timed out. Say hi to so skinny she can hula hoop in a Cheerio. Like, it's okay. You can call somebody a skinny bitch, but if you call somebody a fat bitch, you have broken the law. You're going to jail. You fat bitch. How dare you? You skinny bitch. If that's what you call it, Heidi. So there's that. Trying to see. All right, play one more time just because it was terrible.
Diet culture or personal trainers.
Oh, that's the whole. I said all this shit. I didn't even get. See, I've been going on a tangent. Like I didn't went on a whole fucking tangent. I didn't even say what I originally wanted to say. I was like, God damn, this guy on. So, the Transformation Tuesday things, right? And it led to another thing. So Transformation Tuesday. What I noticed when I talk about the people who seem to be very happy, the people who lost the weight, their quality of life, when they're able to go back and put on pants, and then like the pants they used to wear, and they fit in one side of the pants legs. Then, if you ever go back and you look at their photos that they share, their photos when they're big, they're never fucking smiling and happy. They're like, when they're fucking in their other photo, they're cheesing. They're like, hey. They're all like super happy. Like, it's quality of life. And that's something I noticed, right? Anyway, but then you got this fake fitness shit that goes on Instagram, which is weird, right? Because I guess I don't know what VSG stands for, but I know that it's like a VSG Instagram thing or GS, some combination of those letters. And I think S is last. It might be GVS or VGS or something like that. I think something's gastro, something surgery. I don't know what the V stands for, right? Because I'm thinking it has to be stomach surgery. But they all check my journey, my VSG journey or whatever, VGS journey, whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this VSG? And it's like all these people, it's like this is a new weight loss thing, this is a new diet. And then I found out it's people who go get the surgery and then they decide to start working out and make it look like they just, and then there's people like Follow My Journey who don't work out at all. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Work it out. Minimize the skin because, you get the skin, you got to get another surgery, you got to get all that extra skin, excess skin color. Just work it out and you avoid all of that. It takes a shit ton of discipline. Been a lot of people, I've known a lot of people who've gotten that shit and then fucking fried it and went right back to being big. And the sleeves and shit like that, I don't think you bust a sleeve and all that. Kept eating. It's a mentality more than anything. So that's what I'm saying. It's quality of life. And you're going to be unhappy no matter what. Because like I said, a lot of people like to have the excess skin and then it's just like they're unhappy about that. So they wear like weird clothes. The best thing you can do is exercise. That's the natural way. That's the human way, the way. Like the more you can minimize invasive bullshit, the more you can minimize like all this extra weird shit. I always try to like take things back to core, right? People way back when didn't have TVs, didn't have surgeries to do these things. I guess maybe they did some type of weird primitive type surgery, but not like, oh, one of us got too big. Somebody, you know, Jehoshaphat's fat's been eating too much, weighs 400 pounds. We got to fucking do some surgery. I'm like, Jehoshaphat wanted to lose that weight. Motherfucker got to get to walking, right? So, I don't know. Maybe I look at shit weird. That's just my thoughts. Again, I want everybody to live forever, but I just know certain habits, you know, they may not be hindering you now, but long-term application of these habits will not be beneficial.
Say, take progress photos to stay on track. What they're actually doing is perpetuating the lie that us humans are healthier when we are smaller, which is simply not true. These transformation photos...
And here's the thing, nobody says that. Nobody says that. Nobody ever says that. That's like what the big people say. Like, nobody says, like, we're like, yeah, there's a lot of less stress on your heart, but if you know, go get your blood test and all your work is good and all that shit. But there are things that are going on when you have more weight, because like I said, you ain't never seen like a fat fireman. And if a motherfucking fireman came up on that ladder, you'd be kind of hesitant to get on the ladder with the motherfucker, right? Like, no, I'll catch the next one. I'll catch the next ladder. You know what I'm saying? Here, take the baby, take the cat, take the dog. I'll catch the next ladder, right? So this is all I'm saying. There's a reason you never seen a fucking a fat track runner, right? If the abilities and everything's the same, because that added weight means something. Like I say, some people look better bigger. Lil One's coach is a very skinny lady this season, this soccer season. Very, very skinny. Like, I don't know if she has an issue, so I don't even want to really crack jokes, because she's like really, really skinny. Like, and it doesn't look good, right? I'm not like, I think there's a healthy median somewhere in there. And I think that median shows off, you know, human design. And so I don't know what she's got going, but it's like super duper bad skinny. Like, I don't know, it's like almost like eating disorder skinny. And that's worse. I'd rather she be fat than be eating disorder skinny. Like, you got the real problem. Anyway.
Also demonize the before photo as someone that is not good enough just as they are.
Who's ever done that? This just says before and after. This is where I was. This is where I got to. This is just, it's a progress thing. It's a keep track. It's the visual. Humans are visual creatures that say, hey, I need to see that I'm actually making progress. If you don't see it, like, even if you've never been working out, you start working out, right? And I think it takes, they say, like 6 weeks for things to really start showing. If somebody doesn't see you in 6 weeks and you've been working, you're busting your ass, going to the gym 5 times a fucking week, and then, you look the fucking same, you would get demoralized in, but I've been working hard for nothing. But if somebody sees you and they're like, man, you looking good, that motivates the motherfucker to keep going. What's wrong with this broad, right? She hasn't been in the fat people's shoes. She's a fat hater.
This content say about somebody that looks like the before photo? It says you are not good enough as you are, and I had to go to extreme lengths to not look like you, and I'm being celebrated for that. Piggybacking onto fat phobia and body shaming.
There's no such thing as fat phobia. There's no such thing as fat phobia. Like, I wish they would stop attaching phobia to shit, right? Because now they're changing. That's what I'm saying. Like, now they're changing the definitions of everything to appease these weird people. Fucking Webster's rolling over in his grave somewhere. Phobia used to be like a fear of shit. Now they try to turn phobia into a dislike of things, right? And it's not true, right? It's a fear. I've seen arachnophobia. I never seen arachnophobia, but you know. Oh shit, I need to watch some shit on Shudder before that fucking subscription expires. And for those of you who may be fans of whatever, Train to Busan 2 is nowhere near as good as the first one. So if you like the first one, don't sweat watching the second one. Anywho, yeah, a phobia is a fear of something. You're not afraid of fat people. You're not afraid. Nobody's afraid of fat people or obese people. Just jog a little bit. Motherfuckers get out of breath. Don't want to fight you no more. You saw the lady in the video yesterday fighting a big fat lady. She was out of breath. Unless you are down, the stairs with them. You're on the lower level. If you're, then you might be. If they look like they're struggling and not making it, then you're afraid. But there's no phobia. And so it's a displeasure of, the weight. It makes you uncomfortable. Clothes you might have once bought don't fit as well. They're tighter. You gotta, go do more. You gotta spend more. All these other there's displeasing things that go along with it. But there's no phobia. There's no fear. Nobody's running around. America's fat as shit. Everybody in America's fat, right? I don't know how it transformed so much from the 90s to now. It's 30 years, but God dang it. What is it, like 70% of people are overweight? I think like 30+%, 35% like obese. So everybody's fat, right? So if we're fatter than ever, how can we be, how does fat phobia come out of nowhere? This is a new word. We're fatter than we've ever been. Fat phobia did not exist when the majority of people were skinny, right? This word came out once everybody was fat. Like body shaming. I'm all for body shaming. I shame my body every day. Like, Honcho, you disgusting pig. You ate all those cookies. How dare you? You just wasted your workout. I just ate some cookies right now. I didn't have any cake today, so I ate some cookies. So I was upset with myself after I ate them. I enjoyed it while I ate it. I don't give a shit. I'm going to go hit the gym tomorrow. I'm like, it's going to take you 2 or 3 workouts to burn off all that fucking cookie you ate. And you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm shaming my body. Woe is me. I'm not going to make it shame myself. The fuck? Who gives a fuck? That shit's stupid. We're such a fucking pussy ass society. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why? What happened to America? When did America become the land of the bitching?
This content also regularly focuses around women, that a woman's...
Because they're the ones doing it. And then you realize, like, I'm tired of this motherfucker here. I'm getting frustrated because now you're not even really talking about, like, real life. You're talking about, like, fucking shit. Right? Why can't they be happy? You put on a bunch of fucking weight, motherfuckers be having postpartum depression like they have a kid or something. I remember women who were shaming a chick who, like, got a 6-pack like a week after she had a baby. Like, instead of congratulating, wow, that's an amazing feat. Shame on you. You're not a real mom. Like, what the fuck? You know what? Motherfuckers is goofy. I got something good, though. Speaking of fat shaming, I'm going to say that for the last.
Things I'm going to start doing, so if you misgender me, it's on fucking purpose.
Lavender Raccoon. What a name. I wonder if she'll come on the den.
In the video, I'm literally going to put my pronouns are he, they. In the caption of the video, putting he, they.
She looks like a fucking hold on. She looks like a fucking cartoon character. It's not Hey Arnold. Maybe something from Rocco's Modern Life. I'm trying to, like, hold on, let's let it play. I think it's going to come to me.
Putting the hashtag.
This is a cartoon character. I can't remember who. It looks like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like it is, they can't be happy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just Rocky. She needs a makeover. A size 32 admins in the 5th grade. They're coming to doctor when they told her. Yeah. I seen that. I seen like now some like I forgot what they were saying. Like doctors can't tell people that they're overweight. I remember in one video I showed the doctor told me I was fat and I need to lose weight, and the other doctor asked me about all my possible traumas that I never had. Like, so if it's like if your pronouns are he, they, it should be like no problem to have to fight a man, right? Like it should not be an issue. Like, so if you're like really annoying and you fight a he, they pronoun, like, well, I thought it was a dude, right? The dude approached me like they wanted to fight. It got real aggressive, bro. Man stepped into my space. Who is this fuck? It's gonna fuck with. Oh my god.
He, they. It's already on my profile picture and in my bio. I'm literally going above and beyond. So there is no fucking
beyond a funny nigga. But here's my thing, right? Like, this is where people feel important. In my profile that nobody's ever seen, I'm going beyond. Like, if I see you in person, I'm not gonna be like, hey, let me get your social media profiles first before I speak to you. You got one of those cards? You got that little tapping card so I can get your social media profiles before I say anything offensive to you. Let me check all your tweets. Oh, got pronouns. Oh, now I get the fuck out of here. You come, man. It's okay not to talk to people.
excuse for people to misgender me. You don't get an excuse if you misgender me. Like, you don't. Like, well, I didn't. How did you not see the 1 of 5
Pepperidge Farm? Pepperidge Farm has great cookies. Oh my goodness.
things? Just admit you don't think I deserve to have my pronouns respected. Just admit it.
You don't deserve to have your pronouns respected.
Things I'm gonna say.
How hard? It was not hard for me to say that. Obviously a woman, otherwise go. You know, it's like super easy to change the pronoun. Watch when the major catastrophes happen, right? All those pronouns are going to switch to she, her real quick. Oh, well, it's time for a draft. My pronouns are she, her today. My gender is fluidity to female. It's like, get the fuck out of here. As soon as they were talking about putting women in the selective service, all the feminists started coming out. Oh, yeah, it's a terrible idea. Respecting their pronouns. We shouldn't have to do this. Men been doing this shit forever. As soon as you turn fucking 18, you got to register. This is terrible. Why are you doing that? This is a bad idea. Who thought this is okay? You want to be equal? Be equal. I was just jamming. This is what kind of bullshit? It's terrible. Daria? Daria, if she had black hair, she could pull up. It's a cartoon that was drawn like weird. It was drawn like in an odd fashion. It was drawn in a real odd fashion. And so I can't. It's the fucking mouth is really what makes it. She has a crazy looking mouth. But please don't break my shit. One more time for the people in the back. Damn it, see, I was getting good. I was gonna bust it down. I was gonna get my fucking Terry Crews on. Sad. Very sad. At least nobody had their car shit in. I think that would have been icing on the cake, right? Literal icing on the cake. We talked about this briefly yesterday. Here's another one.
So I just came out to my students.
Motherfucker, for what? Are you trying to engage with your students sexually? Why does it matter that they know your sexuality? When I was in school, there was a line. Teaching, teacher's business. We did not interact. We didn't cross over that shit. You know, teacher might say, oh, my husband fixed the house this week or my cat died, something like that. Teacher come in, yeah, I got a fucking gangbang ran on me. Like, yeah, I'm out there fucking finger popping in the LGBT clubs. Like, nobody did any of that, right? Like, it was nobody's fucking business. Like, nobody cared. You meant to myself, who gives a fuck? Why are you doing that? Exactly. She has no real friend. No, this is crazy. It's just like the one yesterday. If your campus allows, you need to come out to your students. I got flags and stuff. Hey, bitch, you need to go re-enlist in the military.
I've been wanting to do this for the past 2 years. Sorry, I'm like so...
Why? What is going on with her neck? What is that a mask? Is that a neck? I don't know what's happening right now.
Emotional. And I just haven't had the courage to do it out of fear of judgment, mostly from their parents. But I had these kids in 4th grade, and now I have them in 6th, and I'm sending them to middle school, and I love these kids so much, and I...
That's 6th grade was middle school. Like, why are you harassing these kids? Y'all are super right. Y'all are super right. I had these kids 1 year and I had them again another year. I love them. They're my friends.
Trust them, and they make me feel safe, and I know they love me, and...
The kids make you feel... If that ain't the most backwards fucking shit, doesn't matter. The kids make you feel safe. They're fucking harmless little fucking elementary kids.
Just felt right, and I did it, and it was so beautiful. They had so many questions.
Crocodile tears. This is a soft way of indoctrinating them. You know, these kids are children. Many of them probably borderline pubescent, prepubescent. And you want to inundate them with questions about how you munch on box all weekend, right? And you feel like that's their business because you're fucking lame, because people need so much fucking attention. They're so fucking desperate. Nobody listen to me but these kids. They love me.
Which I loved. They wanted to learn, and they wanted to learn about me, and they were so eager, and a few of them clapped, which was so precious.
I'm starting to question anybody who pierces their nose. At this point, it was just like right here. You know what I'm saying? It was the bull ring bullshit, but now I'm starting to question anybody who's piercing. Because anybody with a nose piercing is starting to look real sketchy to me right now. And there might be some of y'all in the chat, but I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Here's a good friend to a lot of y'all. And then after this, I have 2 more videos that we should all enjoy, and then I will open up the lines. I don't know.
Senator Biden, welcome to the Advocates.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Senator Biden, it's nice to have you here. As the youngest member of the Senate, the one, therefore, who may expect the longest career there, I wonder if you'd say to us, since it's clear that you're not corrupt and you got elected, why should people think that the system produces corrupt results when there you are?
Well, I'm not sure you should assume I'm not corrupt, but thank you for that, though. The system does produce corruption, and I think implicit in the system is corruption, when in fact, whether or not you can run for public office, and it costs a great deal of money to run for the United States Senate, even from a small state like Delaware, you have to go to those people who have money, and they always want something.
Well, I wonder whether you would feel...
Are you listening with your ears? Are you listening with your ears?
Senator Biden, welcome to the Advocates.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Senator Biden, it's nice to have you here. As the youngest member of the Senate, the one, therefore, who may expect the longest career there, I wonder if you'd say to us, since it's clear that you're not corrupt and you got elected, why should people think that the system produces corrupt results when there you are?
Well, I'm not sure you should assume I'm not corrupt, but thank you for that, though. The system does produce corruption, and I think implicit in the system is corruption, when in fact, whether or not you can run for public office, and it costs a great deal of money to run for the United States Senate, even from a small state like Delaware, you have to go to those people who have money, and they always want something.
Well, I wonder what
it is that they want. I wonder what the people who funded the run for president want. I'm sure that's more expensive than Delaware, right? So Black women, y'all know I give y'all a hard time each and every night. And tonight would be no different if I didn't have something a little bit better. Right? Let's just watch it all together.
I know. Can I get some silverware, please? We just trying to eat.
Can I get my plate? Oh shit! Those two are 2 on 1.
All of the women to the left side of the video when this started. I'm going to go out on a limb and say all of those women fuck niggas. But here's the thing, right? Some of black women like, Honcho, what does that got to do with us? We be acting like this every day, but we finally caught the white folks on tape. And I told y'all, if y'all got the white folks, I'd show it. Y'all think I'm just prejudiced. Everybody can get it. It's just so much more prevalent when it's black females doing it. But there's a part 2. But wait, there's more.
World Star!
Stop! God damn it, stop! My daughter's disabled! Stop! Get the fuck out of my face, your face! Get the fuck out of my fucking face! I know you are! Please, stop!
Chris, come this way before you get in the middle of it.
She walked like a little nigga. She got the red flags. I tell y'all, too many tattoos, bunch of makeup, fucking eyelashes. That's not just a black woman thing. Any woman you see with all that shit is a danger to society.
Hey, the cops are coming. Yeah, the cops are coming. The cops are coming.
So that goes back to what I was talking about being big. Let's be honest. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being big. Hey, big people are funny, nice personalities. Had this been slimmer women fighting with this same attire, niggas would have been like, oh wow, hope a titty fall out. Was anybody intrigued by the action that took place? No, it looked inappropriate. Your fucking stomach is forcing its way out of your clothing. One chick looked like she was a fucking busted can of Pillsbury biscuits on her fucking legs. And then there was a bunch of titty do. Stomach sticking out further than your titties do. How your titty just resting? Just titty taking a nap on your stomach. Just gotta. Anyway, super funny thing though, right? Let me show y'all this and then open up the line. Apparently, this was on TMZ, and one of them commented on it. Cattle let loose at local IHOP and caused a stampede, causing locals to take shelter in fear for their lives. The local wildlife agents called in to round up a large herd from the restaurant. Talking about, why did TMZ do us like that, though? What's the motherfucking deal? We got called into the den this evening.
Man, TMZ on some fuck shit for that title, bro. Come on, bro. I expect the media to have more respect for the people they're reporting on. What's up, Honcho?
What's the motherfucking deal, Dan, the man with the plan? I think the media should just go all in. You know, at this point, if the people ain't got respect for themselves, I'm with it. Insult these people. If they doing disrespectful shit, like shame needs to come back. We need to bring shaming back. People want to say shame like it's a bad word. We need to bring shaming back. It's a good word. It kept things moderately in line. As soon as we got rid of shame, they fucked up the game.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny you mention that about shame. I think social media eliminated shame from. I mean, it matters on the situation. With some people, you know, they. I remember a video I saw of like this one couple. They had like 6-pack abs, obviously well in shape. They were getting a bunch of, how you doing, Sarah? How you doing, Miss Bill? How you doing, Joe? How you doing, Mike? They were getting a bunch of comments like, "Oh, God, you need to eat something." Da 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 da. Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, you look emaciated. No, all sorts of crazy shit. Then they had some chick, some large woman with stretch marks and everything, and it ain't from a baby. No, this is just from her demolishing buffets. I'm spitting it real. And everyone's like, "There you go, girl. There you go. You know, be proud of yourself. Oh, you look beautiful." All sort of shit. And I'm thinking like, we're fucked. We are fucked because this is in America.
Mm-hmm. You know what's bad? It's funny you mention that. If someone is telling you to be proud or you're brave, just for being out in public, you're doing a terrible thing. Like when everybody was telling Bruce, you're so brave. You're so proud, Bruce Jenner. You're so brave. You're so strong. You're a hero. You're doing something bad, and you probably look like shit. Like ultimately,
right?
You probably look at people like, I wouldn't do it. Go, you do. Hey, that looks good on you. I wouldn't do that shit.
Right, man. Look, bro. Oh, Miss Grace Heidi, shout out to y'all. I ain't seen him in the chat. I knew Heidi was in the chat, but yeah, man. Joe's comment. Yes, Queen. I just think of Billy Porter when he said that. That man is the epitome of the demasculation of black men. But that's a totally different subject. I'm leaving that shit alone. Damn, bro. I don't know what to say, man. And a quick comment about that one person. I'm going to say person because at this point, these genders are I'm so confused by these genderless pronoun people. The one who said Jesus was binary. Yeah. You know, say the same shit about Muhammad, about Allah or whatever. Say the same shit about Allah or something. You know, I see a lot of people like, like saying stuff about Jesus was gay, Jesus was non-binary. Say it about Muhammad. See how far you get. That's all I'm gonna say about that. They know that they can pick on Christians because generally Christianity teach people to forgive and turn the other cheek. Muhammad, bloodshed, jihad, it's a totally different story. Y'all leave them alone because y'all know y'all get stabbed up on a bridge or get your ass blown off. You already know what it is. You know who to fuck with.
Yeah,
they know who to fuck with.
Yeah, they importing agents into the country right now, so they know they ain't finna fuck. They gonna say less and less. They flying them in.
Shit. Yeah, basically, man. But the subject matter, the reality of it all, man, I think, God, in terms of just like all the misinformation, I just got off Facebook recently. I came on recently because my dad died, and I was doing a GoFundMe, and I appreciate y'all who donated. And then I just got right back off. Well, not got right back off, but I'm just tired of all the misinformation. I mean, like the whole ivermectin thing. Oh, this is a horse dewormer. Go tell that to Japan and India and parts of Africa, And Project Veritas today, I haven't seen the video. I'm going to pretty soon, before they take it off of YouTube. Basically doing like expose on the COVID-19. Not obviously not where it came from because, that's still an issue. But like the whole vaccine issue and all this other shit. Project Veritas have not lost a lawsuit in court yet. So whatever they get whistleblowers from hospitals and stuff like that. So it should be very interesting. It's also on other sites like BitChute, stuff like that. So if they end up taking off YouTube, there's other sites to see it. So just to let y'all know. So I plan on watching it pretty soon. I'm probably just getting really mad about what I see. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Sarah? Thank you, Sarah. Because, my family and what happened with us. I don't know if I'm going to see it right now because I'm going to be really mad seeing the misinformation in that aspect because that's killed people. I'm well aware of that. And so I'm going to take a minute before I watch that. Just calm myself down. I think a lot of it's mainstream media that got us all in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? You have people like, Smell My Taint, Don Lemon. And he, that dude, man. And he's saying stuff like, we need vaccine passports and stuff like that. But there's protests and riots all over the world about this stuff in the United Kingdom, in Germany, and the Netherlands, parts of Asia, not China, not China. It's all over the globe. You just won't see it on CNN because they're not reporting on that. They're still reporting on the January 6th people, linking them to it's worse than 9/11. I'm still flabbergasted by that comment, and they're doing best to ignore the debacle in Afghanistan. How many Americans still got over there? They're doing their best to ignore that. Focus on January 6th. Focus on the abortion bill in Texas, or law now at this point. I'm not sure. Probably still focusing on Trump's taxes at this point. I don't know. I think people need to leave like mass media alone because there's an exercise by Project Veritas where CNN producers have said like, oh, majority of Americans are stupid. They're ignorant. They don't remember anything from 2 days ago. Project Veritas, CNN. Yeah. Joe, Madison, what state you're in? I would imagine it's California. I mean, Gavin won his recall election, so they might do it there. And don't go to Canada. I'd say that. Do not go to Canada with that hat. Trudeau is like he's one of the biggest scumbags in politics. Truly one of the biggest scumbags. And never mind the blackface thing. Apparently another picture came out of him doing blackface and shit like that. I'm like, how many pictures he got? I remember an interview when they first came out, right before he did his little photo op with Obama to calm down the colored folks and stuff like that. See, look, I'm still cool with black people. The coolest black guy is cool with me. And he said he forgot how many times he did blackface. How the fuck do you forget, my dude? Yeah, he said that. Look at the interview. He's like, I can't remember how many times he did blackface. I've seen at least 3-4 photos. Just he loves blackface. I mean, I don't get it. Man. You don't see me like throwing baby powder on myself and trying to act like was it Chuck Taylor? No, the Dave Chappelle shit? I look like Ashley Larry in this bitch, bro. I'm gonna just walk around with some boxers, just be rolling dice and shit, bro. Marcy Projects, Marcy's on what? Boy, that's my favorite skip. Anyway. There's a lot of misinformation, and they capitalize off it. And it's hard for human beings, us people, especially in this country, to find legitimate sources of news because everyone has a bias. I guess the key is to find one with like the least amount of bias, essentially, which is why I obviously don't go to mainstream media. That includes Fox News. I am conservative, but I don't go to Fox News. Every once in a while, Tucker say some shit I like that whole buys wall thing I was mentioning. I'm like, he stole my shit, but I'll fuck with you, Tucker. I'll let you have that nigga. And Brigitte something or other, she said some real shit from time to time, but majority of them folks I don't fuck with. I really don't. Because there's things there that they blocked, like the Hunter laptop story. They blocked that. I mean, I think only Tucker Carlson mentioned it, but he gets his money from Fox News. So, you know, and Disney owns, well, I don't think Disney owns Fox News, but Disney owns Fox everything else. So, you know, probably part of that same little pedophile cult that runs the world, most likely. I'm sure there'll be yeah, man. Yeah.
There's probably some other stuff on that laptop more than just Hunter's information. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Apparently he lost more laptops. Some Russian gangsters got his laptop. Bro, what kind of drugs have you losing multiple laptops, my G? Bro, I don't want it. I do not want that shit. That nigga on that adrenochrome or some shit. I don't know what they own, bro. I don't know.
You got some new shit. You got some designer shit. All that fucking, what was that, Ukraine money? Good motherfucker got making him new shit. He got that Hunter.
Yeah, man. I get that Hunter. Now, and don't watch TV. You're right there. And my thing is this. Now, if Hunter was like a 23-year-old guy, I would understand it. I was acting wild when I was 23, but this nigga is 50 years old. He's still acting like that, like Jesus Christ. Yeah, backcountry. Yeah, man. Somewhere on Barstow, the drugs began to take hold. Fucking, what is that? Hunter S. Thompson book, Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. Yeah, man. I read that book. Really good. And the movie was good, too, honestly. Oh, my God. Decades under the influence, man. I envy him. I wish I could be a drug addict and have a father to bail me out of every situation. I wish I could do that. I wish I could not have any consequences for my actions, or very little. Yeah. It's unfortunate, yeah. I saw those photos too, Joe. But that's just one thing in reality, blocking stuff like laptops, which would invalidate people getting security clearances because of the liability of this person's family. That alone would be an issue, but we'll ignore that. I don't know, man. And most of this information is trash. Most of it's trash. Celebrity news is trash. Only time I listen to celebrity news is when someone died, like, you know, A.J. Johnson died. What, today he did? Or today or yesterday? It was sad. R.I.P. to Ezel, you know what I'm saying? Smoking! And shout out to Ezel, man, bro. I mean, he did a lot of other roles too, man. You know, what was that one movie? I Got to Hook Up with Master P.
Oh yeah,
that was my favorite movie with A.J. Johnson, bro. He was roasting everybody in that motherfucker, bro. I'm sure I bet you on YouTube and watch that shit tonight. Just some good old hood comedy.
Yes,
you know?
Yeah.
Man,
a
bro.
little ghetto comedy every now and then.
Hell yeah, bro. Oh, classics. But damn, information, bro. There's this game I played. You ever heard of Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
New York Rats.
All right. Look, I'm not gonna look at that picture. That shit scares me. It reminds me of a possum I saw as a 7-year-old that tried to bite my face off.
Oh, shit.
I don't like possums, big ass rats, none of that shit.
Yeah,
I was opening up a trash can, taking out some trash on Christmas Day. There was a possum sleeping in that bitch. There's a metal trash cans and shit.
Yeah.
And when I opened up that trash can, it was like 7 in the morning. I just opened my presents and shit. We had Mortal Kombat and shit. And I was about to reclaim, like, take out the trash. I'm like, okay, Mom and Dad. I took it out. All of a sudden, opened up the damn thing. This fucking possum starts hissing at me like, and jumped out the fucking trash can. Dog, he almost got me, bro.
I don't fuck with possum. I'm not a big fan of raccoons. I can tolerate them. Possums are no-go, dog. Like, and I'm not an animal abuser. I'm not a serial killer, but I might go out of my way to off a possum if he's crossing. It's just something about them little dirty, evil motherfuckers. Now they're terrible. I'm right along with you. I can't fucking stand them. They make me sick. I fucking hate them.
My bad. I was talking about Metal Gear Solid, and I'm a nerd a little bit. I ain't gonna lie about that, but it relates to the topic at hand today. So the first one, you had this secret agent, like a secret super soldier, sting to this lab, this base, and destroy this giant nuclear weapon, Metal Gear, all that shit. The second one, though, is where you hear this phrase called the Patriots, and essentially it's like a control system, and it's like controlled by AIs, and they control human information. And basically, they try to evolve the course of human society, essentially. They're like a shadow government. They control who becomes the president. It's kind of like probably how real life is, honestly. And there's a phrase that one of the Patriots said, one of the AIs that control the Patriots, saying, like, it is amazing the amount of trash you human beings accumulate in terms of information. We're filtering this out for you. And when you think about shit like nowadays, it's like that's not a bad idea actually, because majority of information nowadays is useless. It doesn't get us anywhere. You know, people don't come to a consensus about things using the facts of the matter. Everyone's got their own opinions, and when it comes to politics, opinions are fine. I understand you have to have a logical side, and there has to be a emotional side, a humanistic side. You know, but like when your emotions override basic logic, that's a fucking problem.
Right.
In my humble opinion. Like, open up the borders to everyone, that is so drastically bad, I don't know where to start.
Everyone but
now, some people... except them, them island niggas. You see that picture I posted in Discord? He chasing dudes on horses and shit. Yeah. On some Django shit, man. Man, let's go, bro. Take them niggas back to Calvin Candy's plantation and shit. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck? Man, bro. So, yeah, they know you ain't got no allies, bro. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, man, but I think people need to do a better job of not listening to mainstream media because they're all bought and sold. They're owned by, like, the same, 2-3 corporations. Yeah, they're selling you a product, and if they're not selling a product, you are the product. I don't know where I heard that from, but, yeah, it's real shit. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Yeah, it's shit's wild, bro. It blows my mind, bro. So, like, when I'm in the gym or I'm at some place where there's TV on, I see CNN, I'm like, I haven't seen this in a while. What are they talking about? Wow. Okay, well, have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Now I see people glued to the TV, like, listening to this shit. I'm like, I just want to tell them, like, bruh, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. And sometimes you can't believe anything you see either. Remember CNN, they were trying to justify under the Obama administration, I think, like, or others, the Trump or Obama administration, like, the attack in Syria, stuff like that. They had, like, pictures of, like, some explosions going off. It's like, yeah, this is going on in Syria right now. That was from, like, a fucking gun range in fucking Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and not to mention that whole Covington kids.
Yeah.
Remember where they tried to frame the Covington kid as, like, a white supremacist, a racist? Yeah. And he started it with this honest Vietnam Times veteran. But when he did the research on the case, the Vietnam Times veteran, he was basically a deserter. He didn't go to no Vietnam. He was stationed somewhere in Oklahoma, and he ditched out on that. So Vietnam Times veteran, he didn't get an honorable discharge. So technically, he's not really. I mean, he says he's a veteran, but he ain't go nowhere. He ain't shoot shit. He ain't spend time on a boat for like a year and a half like I did. He ain't go overseas like I did. So he ain't shit. And the Covington kids, they didn't start the shit. Some Hebrew Israelites started all this shit. Yeah. Shout out to him though. He became a millionaire off of CNN, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So him, CNN, Washington Times, New York Times. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had a ring of lawsuits. So he's good off
still
that.
Think he's the fucking problem, but that's the thing, and that's the crazy part because these places never follow up, right? They never follow up, and that's the shit. Like once it loses steam, or it turns out that person was innocent, or whatever else, they never fucking follow up. You know, when the whole Jesse Smollett thing happened, oh, these crazy racists in Chicago, they're just white people hanging niggas in the snow. Oh, it was some black island folks. Well, next story. You know what I'm saying? Like they just cut out, just stop talking about it. And that's what I say.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro.
No.
But there's a case that's hitting trial now. My man Kyle, bro, in Kenosha, bro, the Kenosha kid, bro, out here shooting pedos and bro, he blowing chunks of arm off niggas, bro. Shout out to this young man, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. People act like he went out there and just was attacking people. That was another crazy one that they kind of misled.
Yeah. You know, they'll focus on that one white kid, but the people that the people that killed Sequoia Turner, the 8-year-old black girl killed by it wasn't a BLM member, it was a gang member, Crip member, a young black man hanging out with BLM members, cordoned off sections of public roads, blocking shit off, and because the family that was in the car didn't want to listen to him and wanted to go home, they shot the car and killed Sequoia Turner. When David Dorn, this one hurts the most because his last moments were recorded on live stream, him dying on the pavement. And I remember his widow, Ann Dorn, was at the Republican National Convention just talking about what happened that day and how these Democrats, and I'm trying not to be biased, but these Democrats that entire summer last year were propping this shit up. Kamala Harris was thanking Jacob Blake for being a hero, pulling out a knife on cops. Didn't he had a rape? These guys are rapists, wasn't he? Oh, rapo, yeah. Like went after some underage girl, I think, and then like
the house he was at, he was not supposed to be. He was. I think he had a what's the fucking shit? What's the fucking thing?
Restraining order, some shit like that.
Yeah, restraining order. The house he was at had a restraining order. And he was over there causing a ruckus. People niggas lie so fucking much. He was over there breaking up a fight, and the cops came to stop. Like, niggas will lie to you. Like, if you don't shut the fuck, this nigga was the fight. This nigga was the problem. Like, niggas, and then when the shit come out, niggas act like they don't hear the shit. The nigga had a history of causing issues, dog. Like, he was the problem. I think he messed with some 15-year-old girl, something crazy. And I think he was over at that house causing issues. And that laws were called on him. And it's like, come on, man.
Yo, how they killing me, bro? R.I.P. Christopher Dorner. Hey, can't corner the Dorner, bro. That boy was going ham in Cali, bro. He was tearing Cali up, bro. I've seen a documentary on that boy. That boy, man.
Man, what's the documentary?
Wow.
I've never seen that. I haven't. I kind of followed the story, and I think there was a reason they didn't want to let him go to court. I think they wanted to off him for sure, even if they could have apprehended him alive. But, very interesting.
Yeah, he killed like a commissioner's daughter and her cop boyfriend. That was like the first people he bodied, and he just upped it from there. Yeah, man. And here's the thing: they'll yell the lie and whisper the retraction because they're legally obliged to whisper the retraction. So they'll do that, I don't know, but sometimes they have to be careful about independent media too, like a lot of people on YouTube. Now, Honcho excluded. Honcho, so I believe the gentleman comes from a point of validity.
I got an agenda. I don't know what the agenda is, but I got it.
I tell you, dude, what's that man name? That boy Hassan Campbell, bro.
Oh my God. That
man Hassan Campbell. That boy ill, bro. He stayed coming at rappers. Then when the rappers come at him, or people like what's the man in Texas? He basically runs Texas.
Who? Oh, you talking about Jay Prince? Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, Jay Prince, bro.
We ain't afraid of him up in New York, and he had all them New Yorkers believe, them Texas niggas ain't shit. The next day, what's the SpongeBob thing? 24 hours later, this motherfucker standing next to Jay Prince, holding the chain and all that other shit. That motherfucker stay here. That's why I said I don't understand why people still be listening to that nigga. Kwame didn't hold that nigga. When Kwame had him on there, he was like, well, I just gotta say that I really wasn't listening to your message, so I gotta apologize. Like, motherfucker, you a clout chaser. You the most clout chasingest ass gangster I never heard of, man. God damn, dog. Like, your shit do not stand. Your 10, they say stand on your 10, your toes must be crooked or something. I don't know, because whatever you got going on, you retract mode in a little bit.
You be quick to retract like a bitch. I'm like, bro, you said that shit. Stand on your ground, bro. You a righteous Muslim, always speaking Arabic and shit, praying to Allah and shit. Just stand your ground, bro. Bro, fuck them niggas, bro. Fuck them Cali niggas. Fuck Styles P. I know Styles P checked his ass too. A bunch of people checked his ass, bro. It's amusing. Yeah. And sometimes he says real shit. Like about, child molesting in our community, the violence in our community. I'm like, that's when I started following him initially. Because, his history as a victim of child molestation. I have nothing but sympathy for those people. I'm related to those people. And my mom was, actually, my dad was too. I found that out 2 years ago. And that's very painful, So that caused a lot of drama. But, like, he'd be doing too much. He'd be extra as fuck, bro. Him, Tommy Sotomayor, just extra as fuck, bro. But they be saying some real shit though sometimes. So
yeah, you catch a little bit. Like, I used to fuck with Tommy. Tommy used to be hilarious to me, and I won't lie. Like Tommy, like awoken. He said some things that made me really start looking at things differently. I was like, you know what? That is kind of true. I would think some things, and then I'm like, okay, I would think maybe it was just me, and then when he was saying, I'm like, okay, you know what? He might be on to something. It might be bigger than what I thought it was. And then it's like when Tommy lost me is when he started acting like a bitch with that female. And I think he got into a car accident or something. He started acting like a female. Hey, my car costs more to your house. And then, every time a nigga approached him, he turned to, oh man, I'm trying to do some business. You tripping? Or you just like, nah, bro. Look, you got all that energy you have for that chick for an accident. You need to have these niggas who've been punking you, threatening you, talking about you, and doing all this shit all this time. You got the opportunity to handle that, and you turn into something else. So that's kind of why I stopped fucking with him. And then he's still on this whole Kwame thing too. So I'm just like, nah.
I don't know, man. But I just saw a bit more of your preview for the episode. So, ancient history. Well, history is written by the victor. I mean, I can't imagine the amount of stories that the losers have had. You know, I mean, World War II. Imagine all the stories we don't know about all the atrocities that were committed. And something about that, like, look, one group of people don't hold the crown for being prejudiced against. You know, I'm tired of that shit. Everyone's been prejudiced against, just different levels at different times. You know, so that shit just gets on my nerves too, bro. It should make me laugh too, bro. So I mean, history is written by the victor. So you know, it is what it is, man.
I agree. And that's the crazy thing. That's why I'm saying that what really had me thinking about it was just like I say, it's just been recent little thing like Johnny, how you mentioned the January 6th deal. It's worse than 9/11. Like we've been alive for both of those events, regardless of what side of the aisle you stand on. One was a clear-cut tragedy, but what's happened now is certain people have become so enamored and they've gotten so enthralled with politics because it's become a fucking reality TV show that they get to participate in. Now they feel more of a connection to the government. You know, then I think people were more skeptical of the government. You know, they kind of, you know, you had your right and your left. I think things were slightly more cordial. It wasn't to the extent that it is now. So when it happened to all of us. You know, it was like 9/11 was fucked up. But now it's like, oh, it was those people and they were attacking our team in the Capitol, and it was just terrible. And I was like, what? And people like basically went on a tour unguided. Like that's basically what happened. Let a bunch of bad kids go on a field trip with no fucking chaperones. That's mostly what happened. There was one incident, right? Like it was nothing like the other thing. The other thing was out of control. It was innocent civilians. And like I say, it never mattered. Like you just mentioned with Dorn, it was cool when they were telling you, go out in the streets, burn stuff, go out and do this, go tear these cities up, go do all this. But as soon as it came to their front door, the whole
call the police
shifted. Yeah, and that's how it always is. And that's the people who don't see that are the ones who got it fucked up, right? You know, and then they don't realize, you know, what is it, rules for thee, but not for me. So.
Speaking of that, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Didn't mean to interrupt you. But did you? I don't watch any of that celebrity bullshit. But did you see the Emmys, or at least pictures of the Emmys? It's amazing. All these actors and extras, they don't have masks on and no social distance. But the camera people, the security guards, the everyone else in the background, the servants, they had to have their stuff on. Even though I'm assuming everyone there's vaccinated. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And that what the CDC said recently. Even if you're vaccinated, gotta have your mask on, all sort of shit. So how come they ain't got their mask on? How come that mayor with the braids, what her name is, London Breed, how come she can be all cut up with her female friends listening to Tony in a bar and saying, oh, this ain't even a story. Y'all trying to be the fun police. Like, bitch, you Gavin Newsom, that dickhead in LA and all these other fuckhead SoCal mayors and shit are locking down your cities. It's amazing. But you can go out and you know, have fun with BLM members. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But that's the crazy shit to me, is that the people who, even if I like you voted for these people, you're accepting this. Obviously that has to tell you something. Like you have to realize something like, hey, well, you know, I thought this person had my best interest, but why aren't they following? But instead, I'm gonna attack somebody for pointing it out instead of realigning, reanalyzing my perspective. Hey, maybe something's not right here. Maybe. Just maybe. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what I was saying when I was talking about earlier about, yes, read the CDC website. Yes, go to when the teacher was talking about because the CDC changes. Make sure you bookmark it. Make sure you screenshot it. They change the definition of shit all the time. It's been 3 different times. It was immunity, then it changed to something else, then it changed to protect. I think I got it saved somewhere. But it's always changing.
That angers me. Because 10 years, 20 years from now, I wonder what history will say about this time period. I really wonder. I really do. You know, they're changing definitions of things. When the polio vaccine came out, it didn't just protect people from polio. They didn't get polio, period. The fuck are they talking about? This is insane, bro. I'm going to have to watch that COVID-19 thing, Project Veritas. I'm going to have to watch that before they take it off YouTube. But it's going to be on other websites. Project Veritas don't fuck around, bro. They're the ones that busted that story about the whole Minnesota paying people for their votes and shit like that. The New York Times sued them. Yeah. Basically, Elon Omar's district, basically all the people that got in there, all them Somalians, not all of them, but a lot of them that are, and Jeremiah funny, bro. Basically, a lot of those politicians from Somalia, they're paying people for their votes. There's really one dude flexing on Instagram saying how he's paying people for their votes, speaking in Somalian. I'm in here getting money, 3 in the morning, still getting money. I'm like, this nigga is audacious with his fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And they get him on camera. He recorded himself doing the shit, paying people for their votes and shit like that. Then one of these big news media sources, I think the New York Times, sues Project Veritas. And this is what happens. So they're suing Project Veritas for validity of their story, stuff like that. So Project Veritas will be in court with the New York Times for probably a while. Seems like they're about to win the case, doing pretty good in the case. But here's the thing, though. While they're in court fighting the New York Times, people are forgetting about the main story that brought them there in the first place. People caught on camera, buying votes. That's the main story. That's the important story. And that's insane because they'll spend time fighting these dudes for years about that story to the point where it's so memory hold that people won't even remember it. You're so inundated with information, it's hard to remember what's important. That's the problem. I think that's my key point. You're inundated with so much bullshit, so much litigation, the key points are forgotten. They're memory hold. And that's how they want it. These people who run the world, whoever they are, the Patriots, whoever they are, that's what they want. You want to be inundated with so much information you can't filter out what's true and what's not. That's how they win. So you got to do your best to filter shit out. So leave most mainstream media alone. Liberal, conservative, leave all that shit alone. I'll listen to more independent sources. Even then, you got to be careful. So it's kind of hard. You have to remove a lot of emotion out of it too. That's one of the main things. You have to move. Just a lot of stuff. But that's really all I got, man. Because it's about 30 minutes, man. Someone else may be calling in. I ain't trying to hold up too long. That's all I got, bro. Just watch out for the bullshit, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, Dan, man, I appreciate you calling in, sir, and sharing your thoughts with us as always. Look, hey, just be careful when you open a trash can, man. You never know. They
man. Dude, to this day, I always hit the trash can first. Like, no, we don't play me, goddamn. A plastic, metal, I don't give a fuck. Be the recycling bin, I'm still hitting that bitch first. I don't give a fuck. You ain't about to get me again. Fuck that. There's gonna be a fight to death in this bitch. I'll tell you that right now. You ain't about to give me rabies. Give me rabies, though. I'm fucked. You know, I think I got the shot. I don't remember. Probably. All right, man. You be safe, man. Have a good night, bro.
All right, Dan. Appreciate the call, man.
All right, man. Y'all be safe. Take care.
You too. All right. We got a little bit before we get ready to wind it down. I want to tell y'all where this all originated, this rat, right? And this rat here, there was a thread on, you got to be careful with the TSC. I don't know if he did. He always get, he always get, we got like 1,000 channels. So this rat, I told you there was a thread, the chick from New York, talking about y'all be from the dirty ass South and have nerve to talk about New York. And it got ugly. And it got ugly fast. I mean, people from the South, even people from New York was like, man, why you say that? You should have shut up. They were going in, motherfuckers talking about you paying $3,000 to live in an AirPod case. Like, they were just saying all kind of shit. And it was terrible. The people, like I said, even people from New York were like, man, I don't know, man, they got us on this one. Like, and, you know, they had people who were defending it and talking about the South, oh, yeah, this, that, the third. But then they started bringing out the pictures of the rats. It was over. There was like a rat meeting in a park. He's like, y'all got rats that think they squirrels. Like, it was a park. It was some crazy chick from Detroit or something talking about from the D to NYC. Talking, them is rats? Like, yes. The motherfuckers like in the park, a gang of rats, nigga throwing up they set. Like, niggas was just posted. Like, I've never seen such a thing. I've been in some sketchy places, bro. And it's like, I've never seen such a thing. Like, it is baffling, man. I got beef with possums. I got beef with all of them. That's what they were talking about. Yeah, y'all got 5-star restaurants and they had the fucking ratatouille. This is y'all 5-star. Like, no, they was just going in. They was going all kind of, this motherfucker, if this rat, he got evicted. You this big, you got to pay rent, bro. That's a grown ass man right there. How big that motherfucker is. That's crazy. I know, like, him being forward probably like alters the perspective just a little bit. That's a fucking pit bull. Let me. How big this motherfucker is? Look at this shit. That's a wet. That motherfucker got a tail for. That motherfucker, if he stood up, dog, he's like mid thigh on this dude. He's leaning right now. That rat stood up, dog. That rat is bigger than Scotty. That rat would put hands on Scotty, dog. Being too big, bring the record on Trump. Oh, dog. Then they had the one without, what was it, Pizza Rat? Yeah, Pizza Rat. You had fucking, I heard something. Dog. This nigga probably because that's the final boss rat. He beat him. He beat the game. Like that's when you defeat the final rat. It's the final level rat. He beat that motherfucker. That's why he's smiling like shit. That shit there is wild, bro. That shit is crazy, super crazy. But yeah, they were going in on New York City. It was hilarious. And they was like, well, yeah, ain't got no Manhattan. And it was just like, that's all y'all got. Y'all got these like the nicest place in the 5 boroughs or whatever. That's y'all defense. Like that's all you can talk about. Y'all couldn't defend the rat shit. Yeah, they should have, but it is what it is. Hunting rats there, dog. That's crazy, bro. Like that's such a crazy thing to me. The motherfucker that was swimming. They was talking about the rats that were swimming like and why they were swimming like that. It was like because the water was so dirty. It was actually killing him. He was actually having like it was fucking up his nervous system because it was one. It looked like he was fucking, doing backstrokes and all this. I think I saw that video here a couple of weeks ago. They were saying, he's doing backstrokes and they were swimming. They had a little nice music. It was like, man, this motherfucker's dying. This nigga's not enjoying his swim. His mink shape. I was watching one where this dude, I can't remember what he was shooting them with. I don't think it was in America. I don't think it was a BB gun either. I think he had like I don't know what he was shooting them with. But it might have been an air rifle or some shit. And he lined them up. And these motherfuckers was big, dog. He had I think he knocked off like 20-something rats. He just lined them up at night. And he just pick them off. Like they would just come out. He'd do it with his little night vision shit. And he'd just be picking them motherfuckers off. They'd come out. As soon as they stick their head out. Dog, it was crazy. Nutri-Rats? Dog, I got some Nutri-Rats in South Texas, dog. I've known Nutri-Rats to be in Beaumont. Right? I know this. This is the thing. Oof. You ain't no rat, bro. I don't know. Let me not say that. I've eaten a lot of Chinese food places. Not all of them have been the most upstanding places in the world, man. So I know for a fact. I'm gonna say I know for a fact, but I don't think I can vouch for every piece of meat I've ever eaten in my life. I don't think I can accurately confirm the original location of where they, what is it? It's the iguanas that have that overran. I know they had like the snake thing. Cause this dude, y'all ever follow a real Tarzan? That motherfucker's like a young black version of fucking crocodile hunter. This motherfucker loves animals, dog. And he's just he's really interested, but they got like he's got like a very interesting page. He had that fuck with cobras and shit. That motherfucker be having all kind of snakes and shit. Like that motherfucker's actually pretty interesting. That motherfucker's a real animal loving motherfucker. Big Money, Texas. Hold up, baby. You don't know nothing about that, Josh. Man, you from Dallas, nigga. He was thinking about that possible edible animals. Oh man. Alrighty. So about time to wind down. Just want to say one more time, thank you to all of you for birthday wishes, all the love, support, being members of the channel, for being participants. And shout out to Sarah. You know why? And gonna have some very interesting things happening very soon. Y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be like I said, it's probably gonna be over the course of next week. And if you're into sauce, that's sauce too. But I'm gonna really be revamping and working on some things to, just like I say, much liver and more interactive, entertaining streams. Right, it's time to step it up a notch. So, puberty. I just got my first hair. What are you talking about? I've been there. But I thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate all y'all. I fucks with all y'all. And man, I look forward to, the future. Very positive, very happy about that. No rats in the stream. But again, yeah, I'm gonna work on it. I am gonna work on some collabs. I gotta come across as much nicer though. People think I ain't an angry black man. Black women don't want to collab with me. I've been trying to get black women to collab with me. They're like, well, fuck you, nigga. All you do is bash black women. That is not true. Those are false. That's lies. I love black women. But with that being said, I appreciate all of y'all. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Like I said, this was things I pushed back a little bit today. So we're gonna do things a little bit earlier tomorrow. For those of you who fuck with the Twitch, I will be back fucking with Twitch probably sometime this week. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday or something. Fuck with Twitch TV or whatever. Excuse me. Honcho Saucy. Right here like this. That's I do it through OBS. So it's just like an image. It's like I say, OBS, you layer things. You know what I'm saying? So like, just I guess a little brief explanation. Like so the photo right here is layered under my camera source. My camera source is layered under this little TV deal. The TV is actually cut out, or you could have the green screen it out. Then there's an image that I made, the image of the little social media stuff, and so that's layered on top of the TV deal. And then I think like that's like that thing in the corner. That's like a little event box. So that's layered on top of it. The number up there, I don't know if that's layered on top or not. I can't remember. I think that might be in the green screen thing. So everything's just kind of like layered up on top of each other. Okay, that would be cool. That would definitely be cool. So I don't blast. I've never bashed black women. Only black females. All right. But that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Get y'all some rest. Take care of yourselves. I'm finna stay up a little bit late, put some work in. You know what? I'm gonna be in the Discord. I'm gonna slide in the Discord. Let me put the Discord link in here. I haven't been in Discord in the DN chat for a while. So we can chop it up because I'm gonna put some work in tonight. So let me drop the link in here. Let me do that. It's limited, 5 uses, 6 hours. Create a new link and copy. Let me put that in the chat. If y'all want to slide in the Discord and chop it up, come on down. Hit that link. I've been there for a little while. I've been working on some stuff. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. I want to see you here tomorrow. Don't believe in that lady talking about body shaming and stuff. A little body shaming ain't never hurt nobody. Nothing but motivation. All right, Mr. Roscoe. Shout out to you, sir. All right, I'm out. Till next time. It's been my honor, my privilege, but more than anything, that I'm serious about this. It's my pleasure to chop it up with y'all, man. Y'all are great people. As far as I know, I hope y'all ain't doing no weird shit in the background that make me regret calling y'all great people. I'm out.